Then I was in traffic one day and I started crying. And I cried straight for 3 weeks. I said, oh my God, what is this? What is this? I did it the right way. I waited, I got married, all of this kind of a thing. So how is it that I'm now a single mom? I didn't pick up this man on the side of the road. I was married all of 3-4 years. You know what I mean? How is it that I'm a single mom and I'm staring in the crib and I'm looking at her and I'm just going out of my mind?
So, life after divorce, how was that?
To be fair, the grieving process was strenuous, yeah, and I allowed myself to go through what it is that I needed to go through, yeah. And at this point, by when we separated, my daughter was 2 months, and he's been an absentee father. So it was walking out a divorce and dealing with the fact that I'm a mom, and a single mom at that, and it was one day being hit forcefully with that whole thing. It was 4 months after separating. I'm in traffic. I didn't shed a tear whenever it is that we actually separated. And I remember going to a counselor and saying to him that, listen, I'm not here for you to coach me. I'm here to tell you something. I know I'm supposed to be feeling something, but I'm not feeling anything, and I'm somewhat concerned. And he said to me, he just sat there and he listened to me just go off at him, go off at the mouth. And then I was in traffic one day and I started crying. And I cried straight for 3 weeks. My shades were this big. I was bawling in the supermarket. I was in a business meeting and I had to say, excuse me, to go outside and shed some tear. I was overwhelmed. Not so much that we were finished. I was overwhelmed because I now had a child, 2 months old, and it was very clear that I was going to be a single mom. And I could not, mentally, I couldn't wrap my brain around what was happening. I was always very, very, very happy that my daughter didn't know him in the initial stages. So there wasn't the abandonment issue. Why did daddy leave? This kind of a thing. Because when we decided to separate, she was 2 months, so she didn't understand what was happening. So I was saved that whole aspect of it.
So you just focused on you.
It was dealing with the fact that I now had this child. I remember waking up one morning and just looking at her in one piece of panic, one piece of sweat, saying to myself, oh my God, what is this? What is this? I did it the right way. I waited, I got married, all of this kind of a thing. So how is it that I'm now a single mom? I didn't pick up this man on the side of the road. I was married all of 3-4 years. You know what I mean? How is it that I'm a single mom and I'm staring in the crib and I'm looking at her and I'm just going out of my mind? So for me, it was more dealing with the fact that I had to, to parent by myself. That was more traumatizing for me as opposed to the marriage.
There was a time when I was nothing but rage, and I was so angry that I put all of this in. I made all of these sacrifices for you, and this is the betrayal that I am getting. I am here middle-aged. I am here feeling like Tina Turner starting over with nothing, basically. And I went through that, but as I said, I'm very resilient, and I decided that, yeah, you got your face in the mud. You feel ashamed. You feel like you failed, but get over it and don't let this be your whole entire life. It's a part of your life, it's not your entire life. A relationship without God guiding you and guiding your values can bring challenges. And so for me, it's the second time around, for me personally, I would like to have someone with some spiritual values that are more along
your line of spirituality. Maybe Colleen can hook you up.
Right. Along my line of spirituality. And I think once that's a part of the base of your relationship, for me, I think that for me that will work, knowing my personality and who I am.
Well, she knows your profile now. She wants someone.
So we'll talk after the show.
Yes. She can hook you up because Colleen, you have planned divorce parties.
Yes.
And divorce parties, guys, have gotten so popular in the United States, in the UK, and it's happening now in Jamaica. How did that happen? Why celebrate?
Okay. Well, the thing is, I do both bridal showers and divorce parties, yeah? and primarily because we put so much energy into starting up a relationship. We go above and beyond. I watch women trying to get married, and oh my goodness, it is a production. However, nothing in our psyche prepares us for the end of a relationship. The fact that a relationship has come to an end isn't an indictment on your character. It just isn't. You know what I mean? And oftentimes what I end up happening when I'm working with women, I'm sitting and I'm coaching a woman through something. I hear her talking about what he did. what he did, and he wasn't there, and he was obnoxious, and he was cheating, and he was doing this.
What
and
did
he
you
was this.
do?
What did you do?
What did you
It's
facilitate?
helping women to come to the realization that they have co-created their situation. This thing didn't just happen. You didn't just happen upon this monster. Something in you resonated with this monster, because the same way he chose you, you chose him. Do you understand what I mean? So give yourself the opportunity, the time to look and to do the postmortem from an objective space, and then you are ready for the party. If he was cheating, if he was slapping you silly, then that is on him. You couldn't do anything about that. But celebrate the fact that I looked at me one day in the mirror and said,
fell in
I'm
love all
more
over
than
again.
this, I'm more than this. You know what I mean? And whenever it is that you come to that place that you feel empowered, then it's reasons to celebrate.
Then you call
You're
Colleen.
sending that message. Exactly. Then you call me. You call me, and I help you plan. I help you plan the closure.
How widespread is it in Jamaica?
Not very. It's still kind of hush hush.
Yes.
Because primarily most of my customers are most of my clients are referrals.
Yeah.
But the thing is this: I say we can make it nice, or we can make it naughty. It's entirely up to you how much you want to push the envelope.
The ex is invited to these parties?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's entirely up to the woman. I've had situations where the ex paid for the entire party because they were at a place that they were good. They were making a conscious ending of what was going on. We can make it sexy. All kinds of different things to jazz up the situation, to have you, you know, to have you find your mojo, if you will. But it's an amazing opportunity to
just
celebrate with your friends and to close a chapter and to open,
Close a chapter.
exactly, and to open the door for the new stuff.